Tonight, this is an important anniversary for us. 19 years ago, on November 4th at 8:30 p.m., Yitzhak Rabin was assassinated, murdered. Prime Minister Rabin was a man that I knew personally, and I just want to share, I think, the feelings of anybody who met him, had a relationship with him, visited him, knew him. I've spoken about this here before, but having interviewed him at a dark night in Israel's history and seen the impact it had on him and yet the strength that he had, very tired at the end of a long day in Washington, having visited with him at his home and watched him come to the door and welcome me in as he was watching soccer and talking often about the search for peace, and knowing how much he meant to Americans who knew him, from Henry Kissinger to Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton has said before, on the 15th anniversary of his assassination, noting that time, that if the Prime Minister had lived, there would have been peace with the Palestinians, that Bill Clinton says was convinced. Bill Clinton will tell you today that of the men and women that he admires, that he had dealings with, none were higher than Yitzhak Rabin, and he reflected that in the words that he said in Israel. I brought this tonight because I was reading this afternoon and it struck me. This is what Prime Minister Rabin said to the Palestinian people right before shaking the hand of Yasser Arafat. Enough of blood and tears, enough. We have no desire for revenge. We harbor no hatred toward you. We, like you, are people who want to build a home, to plant a tree, to love, to live side by side with you in dignity, in empathy. As human beings, as free men and women, we're today giving peace a chance, he said, and saying again to you, enough. Let us pray that a day will come when we will all say farewell to the arms. That day has not come. I know that it is the dream of so many people in Israel, so many people in Palestine, and so many people around the world. And we can only hope that the kind of leadership that comes forward will be able to achieve what has not yet been achieved and what Yitzhak Rabin would hope to have achieved if he had lived.